Hi guys.
Hi.
Can you hear me?
Yes.
How are you? Oh, now it's better. Hi Tampa. I've never been to Tampa before. Now, is it beautiful here?
Yes.
Yeah? What's so beautiful about it?
The sun.
Beach? I know it's like 30 degrees back in Jersey. I'm like, I'm wearing boots. So are you gonna talk with me up here? I need an MC. I like doing it together. Well, I'll tell you, I think everyone here knows who I am. June 2nd starts our 5th season. Gia's 12 now, Gabriella's 8, Melania's 7. Wait till you see Melania. And Adriana's 3. And Adriana's like taken after Melania. It's cute. She's like Melania number 2. I'm like bad influence now. But Melania keeps us laughing, which that's what I love, you know. And it's so funny, she looks the most like me. And I remember when she was, you know, we were in the, you know, after I gave birth, like Joe and I were talking about her name. And I wanted Melania from the get-go. The reason why how I came up with Melania is I was pregnant with Melania and we were in Milan. So then that's how I came up with her name. And then I was like, I added an IA at the end. But Joe wanted to name her Teresa after me. And it's so funny, she looks the most like me. And I remember we were in the hospital, we were like, you know, he's like, I want Teresa. And he's like, look at her, she looks just like you. And then we had to like name our baby. I'm like, Joe, we have to name our kid. I'm like, what are you doing? He's like, I think you should name her Teresa. He's like, she looks just like you. She has black hair and she had green eyes. And I'm like, hon, I don't want Teresa. I don't like Teresa. I like in Italian Teresa, but nobody calls me Teresa. I'm like, everybody calls me Teresa. I don't like Teresa. So I'm like, I want Melania. And I'm glad, you know, now he's even glad we named her Melania because, you know, she's different. You know, she keeps us laughing. They're all, see, it's so weird. I have 4 kids, and I'm sure all the moms here and dads know that even though you have 4 kids, you know, you gave them, you know, you give birth to them. Each one of them is different. You know, so, and they're all unique in their own way. So anyway, we're in season 5. You guys could ask me any questions you want. It was Andy Cohen keeps saying, because you know he's getting the tapes as we're going, and I just taped last night till 11 o'clock last night. Yeah, so you guys will see. You know, Hurricane Sandy hit us really bad at the Jersey Shore, and my house got hit. I got like 5 feet of water. The whole at the beach, so but you know, thank God it was my second house. It wasn't my primary home. You know, a lot of people lost their homes, and so you'll see we start off with Hurricane Sandy. You know, when we first started filming, so it was like really devastation for us. You know, for Jersey, but we're coming back strong. And yesterday we filmed at my Jersey Shore house. So yeah, and you'll see what Joe did because you know Joe's in construction. So you'll see what our house looked like, and now the end of the season. This is my last week filming. I can't wait. So I got home. We got home last night from the shore at 11 o'clock. I got up at 4:30 in the morning, and now I'm here with you guys. So see that? So and then we only have this week. So Friday we wrap. So I can't wait. And we started filming when Hurricane Sandy hit till now. So that's a long time, like the end of November till now. So it's like they're milking us to the end. I'm like, I want to be done already. Because I thought we were going to be done the beginning of April. And look, we're filming to the end of April now. Everyone's back on the show. It's the same housewives, no new housewives. There's 2 friends on, which you guys will see. And one of them, I think you guys all know who she is, Kim D. She's back on. And then there's another friend. No, she's nice. And you'll see. I mean, I can't say. I can't give too much away. I mean, Andy Cohen. So anyway, this is what I was saying. Andy Cohen's getting the tapes as we're as we've been going, and he's even tweeting that it's the best season ever. So yeah, and it was an emotional roller coaster, I have to say, but I'm happy now. I mean, I was in a really good place, but the only thing that I wasn't happy about is that I wasn't speaking to my brother. But now we are speaking. Yeah. So I'm glad, and I have only one brother, and I never thought we had the perfect. And I don't want to start crying because I cried all season, and I just don't want to cry. We really had the perfect family, and then I never thought that I would not speak to my brother. So, but you know what? You guys, got me through it, because I know a lot of people go through not speaking to their siblings. So I think after you get married, things change. But now we're good. And all I want is the kids to grow up together. That's the most important thing to me. So, and from my parents, because my dad's really sick, and my mom's she's sick too. She has rheumatoid arthritis, and she's in a lot of pain all the time. And my dad, he's in and out of the hospital. He had 2 open hearts. He has bad lungs. So I just want to do whatever makes them happy. And of course, having 2 kids, you want to do whatever, you want to make your parents happy. So, and things happen in life that sometimes you can't control. So, but everything's good now. So just working progress. And so it's definitely going to be a roller coaster season. And very emotional, I'm tired of crying. I'm not, yesterday I didn't cry. I'm not crying anymore. So, see, now you guys are making me, you guys almost made me cry now. So, maybe because I'm tired. So, yeah, Jacqueline got a little teary-eyed yesterday. So I was please don't. I don't want to cry anymore. But it was good. We had a really good day. And, you'll see, it was good. It was nice to be at the shore house. And everyone was there. But I don't want to give too much away. So you guys are going to have to watch and see. But you guys can ask me any questions you want. If you guys want to raise your hands. Earl, do you want to go out there? I mean, because I don't want to talk. I think, yes. I'm sure you guys want to ask me questions, right? I mean, now I've been on 5 seasons, so I think you guys kind of know me. Say it again?
Are you and Jacqueline friends?
Oh, yes. Yeah, we are. But so you gotta watch though how we know everything.
What's Tina doing?
Tina's doing good. Yeah, I think she's coming out with her own show now. Another show. Yeah, she's doing really good.
Question from back here.
Yeah, where's the craziest episode?
Excuse me?
So, what is the craziest episode?
What is the craziest episode? Well, I think you guys I'm sure you guys read a little bit about things. Oh, this season or last season?
Yeah, for the past.
Oh, other seasons?
Yeah, the other season.
I mean, I think that's a no-brainer. The table flip. Yeah. I think everyone loved that. I mean,
I have a question over here, Teresa.
yes.
Does anybody ever see or talk to Danielle Stout anymore?
No, I kept hearing that she was coming back this season. So every party, I was like, is she gonna show up? And you know what? This is the thing. You see everything that's going on in the world. It's you know what? My whole thing is, I don't like to have enemies. And the reason why I went back at her is because she was being, obnoxious to me, and she was saying nasty things to me, and that's the reason why, if you're nasty to me, then I'll be nasty right back. But if you're nice to me, of course I'm gonna be nice back. But I don't, I wish her all the best. And I heard she was coming back to reveal things, but she never came back. I mean, she didn't show up at my house yesterday. But But it was funny because every party we were like, is she gonna show up? Because I heard she was gonna come back, but then I don't know, something. I mean, the bottom line is I think she was asking for too much money, and I guess they didn't want her, So whatever. But I wish her all the best.
Question over here, Teresa.
Where? Oh, right there.
How is Gia doing for modeling and acting?
You know what? She's not doing that too much anymore because I'm so busy. And being in this now, I'm like, I don't know. I want her to make her own decision because, I guess, I got on TV. I really didn't know much about it. I didn't know anybody on TV. And I want Gia to make that decision. I don't want to put her into that, because I see being in it now, people, they scrutinize. And I don't know if I want that for my daughter. But if that's something she wants, then of course I want her to pursue it. But she's still dancing. Yeah, she's phenomenal. She's God bless, like a great student. And she does gymnastics. Now she's doing cheerleading. I mean, she's softball. She signs up herself for these things. And I'm like, gee, is it too much? She's like, she wants to do it. And and I talk to other moms. She's my first. And it's good to keep your kid busy so they don't get into other things. So I'm glad, she's very, she's a good kid. I mean, I'm strict with her. All I keep hearing is, Ma, you're so annoying. She's turning 12, and I'm like, oh. And Ma, you're embarrassing me. It's like, I'm like, I don't, it bothers me that she says that, but I keep hearing that's what 12-year-olds do. And I'm like, really? So hopefully I have 4 of them. Maybe one of them won't say that to me. Because I'm like, why am I embarrassing and why am I annoying? But everyone keeps saying that's what 12-year-olds do. And she's very moody. I'm like, I said to my mom, was I like that? She's like, yeah. But I remember I wasn't like that because my parents were really strict. And my dad I couldn't answer my dad back because he would not go for that. So, no, she's a really good kid. She does chores, she cleans the house. I make her do everything. It's just like I did when I was growing up. So did I answer your question? Okay.
Teresa, Beth has a question.
Hi, Beth.
Hi, I love Amy Cohen. I just love her. I love her show. She's always on.
Is he always on?
Yeah, he's always
He's always like that every time. Yeah, he's always on. He's fun. He's a happy gay. He's very fun. Yeah. I think I might be I consider myself always on too. I try to always have a positive attitude. I think it's good. When I see people moping around, I'm like, why? Just be happy. I think when you're happy, it's like when you give off positive energy, I feel like it comes back to you. I feel like when you're negative, then So that's how Andy Cohen is. Yeah, it's definitely like that.
Casey has a question for you.
I actually have a 2-part question.
Yes.
When is enough enough? And 2, are you and Caroline actually on talking terms?
When is enough enough?
Yeah, when do you feel like you reach your limit? Last season it was kind of crazy.
Yeah, I know. Wasn't it? It was disgusting last season. I'm like, oh my God, really? I'm like, can you just tell me what I did? I think, whatever. Between us, I think people needed storylines. I'm just saying. Because really they never gave me exactly what I did. And it's like, I really didn't, but whatever. You know what? I guess people do sometimes crazy things for money. It's sad to say. Money is, that is, it's good, but then it's bad in another way. So, and are me and Caroline talking? Yes, we're talking.
This is Jessica. She has a question for you.
Do you imagine this experience to bring you this far, and what else do you have planned for the future?
Okay, yeah, see, thank you. I was going to say all that. I should have. But I'm glad you asked me. The best thing about it is doing the show is that my 4th cookbook is coming out on May 7th. Fabulous is on the grill. And my first 3 are the New York Times bestseller. So hopefully my 4th one will be too. So everyone's gonna buy Fabulous She's on the Grill, May 7th. And you know, now I'm also coming out with a food line, homemade pasta, right from Italy, olive oil, and balsamic ketchup. Wait till you guys try balsamic ketchup. Oh my God. My mom doesn't like ketchup. She tried the balsamic ketchup and she was like, she was like delicious. And my kids, they won't even have regular ketchup anymore. So yesterday, we were down the shore and I was grilling with the balsamic ketchup, like on ribs. Can I have water? Sorry. On ribs, we did it on ribs, chicken. What else did we get? Ribs, chicken. Of course, cheeseburgers and hot dogs. Flank steak. The flank steak is in my 4th cookbook. The ribs are in my 4th cookbook. So yeah, we had a really good day. And so what else? Oh, Melania hair care products. I came out with my own hair product line, which the fans named it Melania. And I know you like it. Thank you. Yeah, I mean the response has been great. I mean I have a great partner that, you know, he's a perfectionist, and I'm kind of like a perfectionist too. So the 2 of us work good together. And from being on the show, my hair was getting damaged, like from getting my hair done every day. And there's people that wash their hair every day and blow it out, and your hair gets dry. So, and then I have to do a Celebrity Apprentice. Same thing. So I was like, I need something good for my hair. Now I understand why Wendy Williams and Kim Zolciak wear wigs. No, I mean really, because your hair gets damaged from like the curling iron, the flat iron, the blow dryer. So Melania hair products really work great. There's 3 products. The keratin. I know your hair looks really shiny and soft, and it smells good. That's the best thing. Everyone says, oh, okay, this is what the box looks like. It's right here, but the product's not in it. It's 3 products. It's a total vitamin leave-in. Then a keratin heat protector. So you wash your hair, you put the total vitamin leave-in, then the keratin heat protector, then you blow out your hair and do everything, whatever you have to do to it, curl it, straighten it, and then at the end, it's an argan oil. So I was just at the IBS show at Jacob Javits Center, and we had like hairstylists doing people's hair. It's sold out. I had 5,000 of these. Like, we had to close the booth early the 3rd day because it's sold out. So I'm glad, because you know what, it's not just any like the products really work. So that's, and I kept telling everybody, let me know what you think of it, and they did. So oh yeah, see, she had damaged hair. See, I like to see that. I like to, thank you.
I have a question from Michelle.
Teresa, by the way,
Yes.
you're my favorite.
Yes, I'm gonna make a shampoo and conditioner to go with that. Sorry. And I want a hairspray too, because I like hairspray. Okay, sorry.
You're my favorite Jersey housewife.
Oh, thank you.
And I think you're an amazing mother.
Thank you.
Your girls are absolutely beautiful, amazing. So my question is, when are you gonna have a little boy for Joe?
No. All right, well, this season, Joe keeps saying, yeah, because he's on this kick, meanwhile, we're really, we're old-fashioned, like, there's no way I would ever want someone else to carry my baby. But because I have the varicose veins, like when I had Adriana, my legs were so bad, like I had all the veins popping out, and I had to wear the stockings. So I know my body can't handle another baby. And you know what? I have 4 healthy babies. That's enough. Like, I want to be able to do everything with them. And I feel like the more kids you have, you spread yourself thin. Like, I have 2 hands. I hold 2. Joe holds 2. That's it. I'm like, we have no more hands to hold any more kids. And I always wanted 3. But what made me go for the 4th was that Gabrielle and Melania were so close. They were 16 months apart, and then Gia, when I had Gia, oh my God, I was like in heaven. Like, I loved I knew nothing about kids. I didn't have little baby cousins. So it was so much fun, just me, Joe, Gia, and myself. Like, we did so much together, and that's what made me wait to have a second, because I just wanted to enjoy her. So then I had Gabriella, and then I said, whatever, just a little bit of kids. But then I got off the pill and I said to Joe, let's wait. But of course that didn't happen. I got pregnant when I was 8 months. We went to Punta Cana and whatever, you know what that happened. You can figure it out after that. So then Melania came along. And then it was like having twins because they were 16 months apart. And then what made me go for the 4th is because Gia, I felt Gia was by herself. You know, Gabriella and Melania were always together. And I was like, I want to have another one because when they get older, age doesn't matter. Like they're all, so I want them to have each other. I wish I had a sister. I have a brother, but it's not the same with a brother. Brother, when they get married, they call their wife. They don't call this. Even though we're talking, I'm glad, but it's not like it was. Like we used to be best friends. But I get it. Things change. When they get married. So, and I'm so happy I have 4 girls. Like I wouldn't have. Would I have liked a boy just to see what he looks like? But I'm a crazy Italian, so I know if my son got married and didn't call me, then I'll be so upset. So I think God would rather me have like 4 girls. Yeah, I would be one of those mean mother-in-laws. I would, because I would want my son to stay with me.
We have 2 or 3 more questions in 7 or 8 minutes. Teresa's going to be off the stage. You get to come to New South.
I know, we could just talk all day.
Yeah, well, I'm told that we can. We get to escort Teresa up to New South Window. Please come up. You get to see Teresa really up close and personal. She has books to sign and sell, so we'll see you at the front of the show. But we have 2 more questions. One's from TN.
Hi, Teresa. We watch your show too. Drawn into it, big fan. But we watch Apprentice as well. I was wondering what you got a lot for your business and take from that experience. How intimidating it was working in business as well.
Oh, yeah, being an apprentice was a great experience for me. And yes, it was very intimidating. Every time we walked into that boardroom, my heart started beating. Because, he was intimidating. But I have to say, he was very nice, very, very nice. We're still friends till today. And his kids were great. They were, wonderful, smart kids. And, he's a great man. And did I learn? I've always been very driven. So I think, anything in life, I just feel like it just keeps building your character. So I'm glad I did it. Thank you.
Teresa, by the way, will also be back on the stage at 2:30. Someone had one more question?
Just want to know how you're doing with your sister-in-law.
Oh, my sister-in-law? Well, if I'm talking to my brother, I'm definitely talking to my sister. Yeah, we're good. Gotta make peace.
One more.
Melania, but my question is, what is your favorite recipe on your cookbook?
Which one? My new one or? Oh, my new one? I have to say there's a lot. Oh my God, you know why? Because grilling's so good for you. It burns off the fat. And like now, this season you'll see me like just because of all, last 3rd and 4th season was so dark, I started working out a lot. Thank you. And I just put my mind into that, and it's so good. So if anyone wants to get back into working out, I do it. I'm telling you, you'll feel really, Oh, when do I work out? You know what this is? I work out when the kid, I'm at a 9 o'clock class. 9 o'clock or 9:15. I take Adriana with me, because Adriana goes to preschool, but she doesn't go till 11 o'clock. So Gabriella and Melania go to school. I come back home, get Adriana dressed, get myself, the workout clothes, go to the gym, work out for an hour, sometimes 2 hours. Because now, I'm telling you, that gets it put me such, my mind, there's a lot going on, and working out was so great for me. It was really, yes, it really does clear you, and I love it. So, I do that, and then I take Adriana to school, then I go home, clean up, go food shop, and get ready for dinner, that whole and do some work. Every day is a different thing. That's the one good thing about this, that, every day there's something different. You're not doing the same thing every day. So I always try to mix it up. Oh, and my favorite recipe. See, I can talk all day. There's the flank steak with the balsamic ketchup. You marinate it, and the website's gonna be up soon for my balsamic ketchup, and I'll put it out on Twitter. That's great. I love anything to do marinating with the balsamic ketchup. It's so good. And I have fabellini in there. Oh yeah, fabellini. You'll see fabellini this season. We partnered up. Florida's gonna be having it. Yeah, we just partnered up with Southern. They're gonna be. Florida should have it. If not July, August. So Florida, yeah, and now it's being made in Italy. Yes. So so now it's gonna be coming straight from Italy. See, I'm Italian, so I gotta keep it real. I gotta keep the Italian flowing. So I'm gonna be signing back there is my third cookbook, Fabulicious, and Fabulicious Fast and Fit. So I look forward to seeing you guys get back, and then come back at 2:30. And if anybody has any more questions, I'll be here.
We'll do it again.
Bye, guys. Are these the same people or new people? New people, okay. Hi, guys. So 5th season starting June 2nd. So it's definitely a season you don't want to miss. It's like a roller coaster. And Andy Cohen keeps saying, because he's watching it as we've been filming, and he says that it's a season, it's like he says it's the best season ever. So I'm glad he feels that way. So if anyone here wants to ask me any questions, we have a few books left over. Afterwards, if anyone wants to get a book, afterwards. And to let you know, my 4th cookbook's coming out May 7th. Fabulicious on the grill. And grilling's, it's great for you. It's perfect time. And what I like the best about grilling, that it burns off all the fat. It's healthy. I've been working out a lot. I think it's good for the mind. So I want to keep it all going. And that's what got me through last year, because last year was such a hard year filming, as you all saw. So if anyone has any questions, because you guys pretty much know me now. It's 5th season, so I know you guys probably want to ask me some things. And
Question, I'll continue.
1, 2. Anybody else?
Someone
Don't be
said.
shy.
Yeah, we're the craziest fan mail you ever get.
Craziest fan mail you ever get.
Oh, the craziest fan mail I ever got. Well, when it was my birthday, they decorated my mailbox. So I thought it was my kids, and when they got my kids, I'm like, thank you. I'm like, oh my God, that was so nice. And it wasn't my kids.
Oh, okay.
And it was fans. So that was nice. I've gotten gifts. Yeah, thank God, all good.
Okay.
Yeah, thank God, it's been all good.
Oh, that's good.
So I have great fans. And I have a hair product line out called Melania. The fans name it. They picked Melania. I don't know if anybody heard about it. I was just at the Jacob Javits Center and at the IBS show, and we did, it was sold out. We had hairdressers there doing everyone's hair, and everyone loved the product. So that's good to hear. I know you guys heard about Fabellini. I have my own adult beverage. They're Bellinis in peach and raspberry. I bottled it because I love drinking Bellinis. And now Florida's going to get it, either July or August. And it's being made in Italy. So before I made it upstate New York at a winery there. Now we sourced it out of Italy. So everything I do, I want it to come from Italy. And I also have a food line coming out, homemade pasta, sauce. It's called Skinny Italian. Homemade pasta, sauce, olive oil, olives, and guess what? Nobody ever heard of this. I'm sure. think Heinz is catching on now. Balsamic ketchup, which is so good. Yeah. Yesterday we filmed at my shore house, and we were grilling, and we used the balsamic ketchup on it. And I talk about that in my cookbook. So we're still filming right now. We wrap the end of the next week. Next Friday's our last day, so I can't wait. It's been a long season. We started when I'm sure all you guys heard, Jersey got really hit bad with Hurricane Sandy. My shore house got destroyed. Had like five feet of water, so it was like, thank God it's my second house. A lot of people were left with no homes. So it's, we started out with Hurricane Sandy, and then yesterday everyone came to my shore house. So you guys will see that on the show, which was, nice. Joe's working on it, and thank God I have a handy husband, because he does all that. So, it was sheetrock, there was like, I couldn't believe it. You'll see the way it looked before and the way it looks now. It was crazy. Like when the first time I went down there, I can't even, there's people still that are homeless, that don't have houses, And the great thing about Joe is, like, he started doing work. He's been working a lot down the shore. And with the insurance money, like, a lot of people are not getting the money quick enough. So he's been starting the jobs for them, because, he sees what shape they're in. He's like, people with little kids in their house, it's like mold is growing, so he wanted to help them. So, but any other questions?
Question for Patty.
Hi, Patty.
I'd like to listen to back to the show.
Dina, no, Dina's not coming back. You know what? She started with the family on the show, and obviously she got off real quick. Yeah, working with family is not a good thing. I mean, with me, I had, it was beyond my control. Believe me, if my brother was on the show first, I would have never went on the show. But it worked out, It is what it is, but, things are good now. I am talking to my brother. So, yeah, thank God for that, And I'll do whatever it takes to keep the family. To me, family's the most important thing. Of course, I want to make my parents happy. They're not in the best health. So, I'll do whatever it takes.
Bella has a question.
Hi, Bella.
Is Dina talking to Caroline now?
Yeah, no. Yeah. But you know what? I don't know their family situation. Well, you know what? I'm sure, family goes through ups and downs. Eventually, I'm sure they will make up. Sometimes, and I thought, I had like the perfect family. I really did. And then I was like, oh, like people were jealous of the relationship that me and my brother had. But then look, I never thought I would go without speaking to my brother. But fame and money does certain things to people, which is sad. So, but you know what? I'm trying to, that's what I'm saying. No matter what, there's always going to be a bigger person. Sometimes, you just got to do the best thing. It doesn't matter, even if you're right or wrong, just do it to keep the peace.
Bob's got a question.
Hi, Bob.
Has Trump asked you to come back to Apprentice?
Yes, last season, the All-Stars, but I couldn't do it because I was filming Housewives.
We want you to do it.
Oh, you should tell him, tweet him that. Thank you. Yeah, Celebrity Apprentice was really fun. Mr. Donald Trump was awesome, really nice guy. We're still friends today. His kids were awesome, smart kids, and that was a great experience. I'm glad I did Celebrity Apprentice.
I don't think everyone understands how hard you worked on that show.
Yeah, I mean, was it intimidating? Yes. Every time I walked in that boardroom, I was like, oh my God, my heart was beating. Because you never, it's very intimidating. So it's not like it got easier, because there's people that want to try and throw you under the bus, and it's like, what? Like you're lying, but whatever. Then you just gotta defend yourself and stick up for yourself.
Hi.
Hi.
I'm Susan.
Hi, Susan.
I've been watching your girls grow, and I can't help it. What are your activities?
Yeah, Gia's 12 now, Gabriella's 8, Melania's 7, and Adriana's 3. I can't believe I had Adriana on the show. They're doing great. Thank God they're good. Gia's great at school. Gia still does dancing. She does a lot. She does. She's almost as tall as she is. She's a great kid. She's a good kid at school. I mean, I was asking some 13-year-olds here. She says, "Ma, you're annoying. Ma, you're embarrassing," and I'm like, "What?" I hate to hear that. But that's what I'm going through, those teenage years, very moody, and I'm like, Mom, was I like that? Yes, PMSing. I know. Joe, he can't take it, like when they start all fighting, and then sometimes, I'm in it too, and he's like, oh my God, I gotta get out of here. Oh, see that? She's saying that her daughter has 4 teenage girls and the father's paying the price. Plus, I know, so. And thank God I'm not moody. I never get moody when it's the time of the month. I'm like, Joe, you don't even know how lucky you are. But just like sometimes, like I'm like a perfectionist, so I like everything perfect. And he's not, he's like always like whatever, and I'm like, so that sometimes he doesn't know how to cope with that because we're not, like, he's just like, you're so particular about everything. And I'm like, well, that's how I am. Exactly, opposites to attract. I'm like, I don't get it. I'm like, we're not the same.
Bella's got one more question.
Hi, Bella.
Okay, not to put you on the spot, but your favorite and least favorite person on the show.
All right, my favorite person and my least favorite person. All right, my favorite person is my brother. Is that good? Are you there? Oh, you mean Housewives?
Yeah.
Oh, Housewives. All right. Let's see. All right. What season?
Not dating, like currently, like let's
Currently.
say,
Oh my
Jacqueline.
God. That's a hard question. I've never gotten that question before. All right. All right. So even though, all right, let's see. Favorite and, all right, let's see. Well, I'll say, and I know we've had differences, but I'm going to look at our overall relationship. I have to say I've had problems with each one of those girls on the show. So take the fifth. But it's okay. I have to say we're all good now. Thank God. So we're all good. I don't like to have enemies. But it's a question. I'm not afraid to answer. I'll answer it. But I'm just saying I'll answer it this way. Who have I had the best relationship with on the show? I would say pretty much everyone at one point. I mean, Jacqueline and I were best friends for a long time. And there was one point that Kathy and we hung out a lot. And then her husband got on my nerves. I couldn't take him anymore. He was like always cracking. It's like, shut up. So, and then Caroline, I never really hung out with Caroline because I hung out with Dina. Caroline was always Dina's older sister, but I always respected Caroline because she was Dina's older sister. So, but she was, I had respect for her, but never hung out with her. And Melissa, when she first met my brother, I accepted her from day one. I really did. I accepted her with open arms. My brother was happy, I was happy. And, I was in her bridal party. Gia was in the flower girl in her wedding. And then things changed afterwards. They got married quick, like everything was in 10 months. But I could have gave her a hard time, but I didn't. He was happy, and I was happy for him. So but I answered you, like, see, this is the thing. It's not like we didn't like each other from day one. We all did like each other from the beginning, and then things happen. Where does it stand? We're all good. Yeah, right now we're all good. And I hope it stays that way. It's like, why do you have to, I don't like fighting, that's not me. I'm like a happy-go person. Like I'm always in a good mood. I try, you know why? Because my thing is like, why be in a bad mood? Because if you're in a bad mood, you're only in a bad mood for yourself. I don't know. You're making yourself miserable. Why do that? So I always like to be happy. And I feel like when you're happy, you attract good energy. When you're negative, you attract bad energy. So, and you know what? Everything I do in life, I always think of my 4 daughters. So I always want to be happy around them. I just, you know, no matter what, like I wanted to show them, I want them to always be happy. That's why when Giudice says, Ma, you're being annoying. I'm like, why am I being annoying? Because I'm happy? And you're going through PMS, or I don't know. But I think it's just a teenage thing. I don't know. I think all the teenagers want to give their moms a hard time. Or preteens, because they're preteen. So hopefully she'll get over that soon.
Teresa, we have a gentleman named Pat.
Hi, Pat.
Hi, Teresa.
Hi.
Hey, tell me how the show came about, how it got started.
How it got started is there was a salon in Franklin Lakes called Chateau. And Dina and Jacqueline were regulars there. I used to go there once in a blue moon because I live like 20, 25 minutes from there. Everyone thinks I live in Franklin Lakes. I don't. I've never lived there. I live 20, 25 minutes away from there. And but I used to go, you know, whenever I could because I had the kids. So whenever I could, I would go, get pedicure, my hair done, whatever. So producers went into that salon and asked them. They're like, we're looking for housewives, Jersey housewives that are like pretty, over the top, whatever. So they recommended Dina and Jacqueline, and they interviewed them. And then Dina recommended me, and Jacqueline recommended another friend of hers that they wanted her, but she was really pretty, everything. She had the whole package, but she decided not to do it. So then afterwards, Jacqueline sent the cameras over to Caroline's house. And then they interviewed Caroline. They liked Caroline, they liked her kids. So that's how Caroline got on. And then Dina said to Jacqueline, oh, that girl Danielle, stop. She might be good for the show. And she was at that salon also. She was a regular at the salon. But Dina said to Jacqueline, let's get to know her first to see if she'll be good for the show. Don't tell the producers. Let's see if, she'll be good. If she's good with us. Jacqueline didn't listen. Told the producers about her. The producers interviewed her and loved her. She put it all out there, literally. So that's how we all got casted. And then they came over to my house and they met me, Joe, and the 3 girls, and and Joe was just like, what? He didn't even get it. Joe's like, Joe did not want it. He wanted no part of it. Joe's like, you know what? He's like, whatever makes you happy. That's what he said to me. He didn't want to be on TV. He's like, and I didn't even understand what this whole thing was either. I just, what I figured? I was like, you know what? We'll just, like me, Dina, and Jacqueline, we hung out anyway. So we just figured they would just be following us what we normally do. I didn't know it was going to be what it is now. Like it being scrutinized and all that. There's good and there's bad. So sometimes, whatever, I don't like the bad, but I guess it comes with being on TV, which I wish I knew somebody before getting on TV, because I don't know if I would do.
Teresa, your show is so popular. It's attracting a wide array of people. The 2 young ladies in the front row are your favorite fans, and my wife over here as well. Our household is well aware of you and your show. Hello, Patty.
Oh, thank you. Yeah, I met them. They're beautiful.
Anna has a question.
Hi, Anna.
Hi, Teresa. We look like a blue.
Oh, thank you.
Now, the next season, possibly flipping any tables,
The next season's crazy. Very emotional. Yeah, it's like a roller coaster. I'm tired of crying. I don't want to cry anymore. Like literally, We take a trip to Arizona. We take a trip to Lake George. Yeah, so it's it's very different this season. Yeah, like a roller coaster. Yeah, there's definitely drama. Drama made me sick to my stomach. A lot of drama. I think, yeah, it's a roller coaster. We've been filming since Hurricane Sandy. You know, right after that, we started filming, and we've wrapped this week Friday. So I can't wait. I'm done. I need a break, and then I start my book tour May 7th. That's the day I'll be on the Today Show May 7th.
We have a lady named Laurel who wants to ask you a question.
First of all, I love the show. I think your family's great. I follow both you and Gia on Twitter. I know that I'm sure there's a lot of hate that you guys get along with. How do you kind of shield her from bad stuff that people may tweet to her and stuff? And how do you keep her so grounded?
Today, you know what? I think I did something right because she's really a good kid, and you know, she was my first, so I was always on her, like always. My parents are off the boat. They're strict Italians. I had a curfew till I got married. I wasn't allowed to sleep at my boyfriend's house. I wasn't allowed to have sleep outs, like, growing up. And my daughter doesn't understand that. Like, my daughter wants to have sleepovers. She's like one day she literally broke down on me. She's like, you're ruining my life. You're the only mother that doesn't make me sleep out. And I'm like, Gia, I'm sorry. I'm not ruining your life. You think I'm ruining your life right now? But I'm like, listen, I didn't have sleepovers. You're gonna live. If you don't have sleepovers, you'll be fine. Trust me. I'm like, I'm very overprotective, and I think she sees that. My parents are around a lot. My in-laws are around a lot. So that's, we're Italian, so we're very protective. And I'll say I'm very strict. So she knows, and I tell her on Twitter, I'm like, Gia, anybody that tweets you anything negative, please don't answer them back. And I said, just block them right away. And she's like, I know, Ma. And just seeing how she is and speaking to her teachers, she's a really good kid, thank God. So, and I'm glad because I want her sisters to follow her path. And so that's why sometimes I say to myself, thank you, God, I guess I'm doing something right. You're doing good. Thank you. I'm trying.
We want to leave some time. I apologize. We want to leave some time for Teresa to sign some books. She's got to catch a flight for a little while. If you have any questions, let us know. If not, we'll let you come up and get some autographs or get a book signed by Teresa.
Any other questions? Oh, yes. Oh, about my hair product? It's called Melania Hair Care, melaniahaircare.com, and you can get it online. And there's 3 products. They really are phenomenal. Everybody yes, it makes your hair stronger, healthier, shinier. There's biotin? You should take biotin vitamins. Yeah, you do? Okay. And even, what's good too? I don't know if it's going to make it, because it's growing back. Everyone that tries it, because anybody that has breakage, dry hair, it takes out the frizz. You can try it. It doesn't hurt to try something once. Everyone that tries it loves it. There's 3 products: a total vitamin leave-in, a keratin heat protector. So when you wash your hair, you put in the total vitamin, then you put in the heat protector, you blow out your hair, curl it, whatever you want to do to it. And then at the end, use the argan oil. So everyone, there was a lady here before that had the package, and she loved it. So, thanks. Yes. Is Danielle coming back? Somebody asked that before. I heard she was coming back. And so every time we had a party, I'm like, all right, is she gonna show up? Because, no, I didn't even know either. So I just, I thought she was gonna show up, and I don't have anything, we don't have anything going on, but I heard she was coming back to reveal things. But I don't know, I guess it didn't work out, so. But like I said this before, I wish her all the best. No hard feelings, it's not good to have enemies. Anybody else? I can't hear you.
What was it? I'll yell it.
No,
We're good? So if anybody wants, we have only these books left, anybody wants a book, come up.
The Star, The Simpsons.
All right, thank you guys.
Right for the Family Guy.
Oh, one more thing. I love this home show. I've been walking around. This home show is awesome. I want to get maybe a jacuzzi eventually, or south windows. Yeah. Bye, guys.